What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a hardware update. No, I have not magically been able to get my M1 iMac early. That's still slated to come sometime during the first week of June. My shipping time slipped a little bit because it's a fully spec'd out model, I guess, and those are shipping a little bit later. But today I am here to talk to you about what's going on with my iPad. Okay, so here's the deal with the iPad. There are new iPads out, and no, I did not get one of those either. Those 2021 iPads are really incredible. They're using the M1 chip, and so of course it's probably going to be running just like those Macs with the M1 chip, but I didn't get one of those. Instead, I've gotten a new iPad to me, but it's a used iPad. It's one of the 2018 models. So here it is, and it's the 2018 iPad Pro. It's going on about 3 years old now in terms of its model year. And some of you might remember me making a video, I don't know, about a year ago when I upgraded to the 2017 iPad Pro. So I've got that guy right here too. And you can see these are about the same size. They're about the same size, about the same weight. There really isn't much difference to them in terms of that, but there is a lot of difference in functionality. And last year I decided to go with the 2017 iPad Pro because I was really interested in saving some money, and it seemed like the best choice at the time because I was able to get a really good deal for it on Facebook Marketplace. Well, this week Facebook Marketplace struck again with an incredible deal on the 2018 iPad Pro, and what's happened is there hasn't been a form factor change in the last 3 years. So the 2018 iPad Pro really looks almost identical to the 2021 iPad Pro. There is a big difference in the internals and the inclusion of Thunderbolt on the new iPad Pros in 2021, but those weren't enough to make me want to spend thousands of dollars on an iPad Pro, because once you start speccing those out and really getting what you want, you have to buy those new, and it's going to cost you a ton of money from Apple. So why did I get a great deal on this? Well, I spent $800 on this iPad Pro, and that doesn't sound like a great deal for a 3-year-old device, but let me tell you what I got with it, all right? So first off, you can see I got the Apple Pencil 2 here. So I knew if I upgraded, I was going to have to get an Apple Pencil 2 because that's the only thing that works with the newer iPad Pros. And this is a better pencil than the old pencil, but they work very similarly. This one's just a little bit better, and it has the wireless charging and also the double tap functionality on it. So it wasn't that I didn't want one of these, they're just very expensive at $130. But it came with this. It also came with this Smartfolio Keyboard here that I have on it. And this runs about $180 from Apple. And so that was a great deal because it came with that as well. And lastly, and most surprising, it also came with the Magic Keyboard. So this came out last year. It's got the mouse trackpad on there, and that was Magic Keyboard, those really nice keys. And this runs about $300. And these are very new. So clearly the person who was using this was getting the most out of their iPad, right? They had all of the accessories, everything, and they were selling the whole deal for $800. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it also came with a paper-like screen protector. Those run about $40 a piece. And so when you add up the cost of everything, you get down to about $150 for the iPad itself. Now, $150 for an iPad from 2018 is a steal of a deal. And this one has 256 gigabytes of storage. So that is really great as well. That's what I had on the 2017 iPad Pro, so I'm not going down at all there. But there were some considerations that went into this because obviously I didn't need to spend $800 right now just to upgrade my iPad. But there are some things coming down the pipeline that I think are really important. One is going to be the Lumafusion updates. Now, you should never make purchases based on future expectations, right? But the Lumafusion updates have been previewed, they've been shown, we know that they're coming this summer. And one of the big ones is the one that we've been waiting for so long, is the ability to edit from an external drive. But they did say that that's only going to work if you're using USB-C. So it has to be a USB-C iPad, either one of these iPad Pros from the last 3 generations or one of those iPad Airs. And the iPad Airs haven't been around that long, so they're still retaining their value really well as well. So I thought that this was a good time to go that route. The other thing is that M1 chip is super powerful, right? But these A12X chips are also powerful. So yes, they are far behind and they're not nearly in the class with the M1, but they are super powerful still and can still do things super fast and super efficiently. And so it really is just taking that next step up. As I'm looking more towards the future, as COVID starts to wind down and there's going to be more travel, I will be using the iPad a lot more, although I will be doing a lot of my work on that new iMac when I'm at home. I will be using the iPad a lot more with that. And that's the other consideration. When I get that new iMac, I will finally have a computer that's capable capable of using Sidecar. So this iPad will be able to become a second screen for that computer. So that's kind of the short answer on it. So you might see a few differences here on the channel as I start working more on this iPad. I'll be using it in my courses, of course, as I continue to do more courses on how to do creative work on the iPad. If there are things you are interested in learning how to do on the iPad, please drop those in the comments below. I'm always looking for new things that I can do to bring value to you guys on this channel. While you're down there, don't forget to like this video if you found value in it, and subscribe to the channel for more videos about doing creative work on the iPad, using alternative programs to Adobe, and all that kind of stuff that we talk about here. Now, I'd love to hear from you as well. Tell me what you're using down in the comments below. Are you working on an iPad? What kinds of apps are you using? And what kind of iPad are you using to do your creative work? I'm always interested to hear what you have to say. We'll chat in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.